going to give you 10 strategies that you can use for day trading stocks that requires almost no effort. Now, before I get into the strategies, I built an AI software that allows trading to be simpler and easier. It uses millions of data points to generate trades and predictions for how stocks are going to move each day so that you don't have to do all the technical analysis that makes things more complicated or that a lot of other people use. I personally use the AI to trade, and I built it so that other people can use it as well, and they don't have to make all the same mistakes that most traders make. Now let me show you what the strategies are. Okay, so this is the Stockminds platform. This is the platform that I built, and it's the main page. So as soon as you log in, this is what you're going to see. Now, if you have Stockminds Platinum, then you can click this tab right here, and it will bring you to the Platinum page. And then over on the far right-hand side, there's this little brain icon that you can click. And if you click this, it'll give you what Stockminds suggests that you do for that day. 2 tickers, what it's suggesting you buy at, your stop loss, and what you sell at. Each day, it'll give you these. So strategy number 1, you just take one of the trades. The top one or the bottom one, you just take one of them. So if you were to take the first one, your average return per month would be 30%. Your win rate would only be 28% though. But that's because your average win is 17% return. Your average loss is 4%. And you'd make a total of 26 trades per month on average. But then you might be thinking, you're just some guy on the internet. Why would I trust you? Well, we can verify all this information. Not only does Stockminds have a Discord where you can see all the trades that are coming up each day, and we post on Twitter and whatever. If you're on the Stockminds platform, you can see firsthand the trades that are coming up. You can just look at them yourself. You can make an account for free, or you can go check out the data. So if I go to this other tab to the right of the Platinum, I get the strategy calculator. So if I go to here and click AI suggested, say I start with $1,000, it'll automatically just take the one profit price, because that's literally one bracket is what I just showed you that you need to do. Stop loss, entry, profit, that's it. You just take one. So there. I set it so that it's from May 1st to July 31st. That's your results. 139%. You'd have a win rate of 30, but your wins are 4 times the size of your losses. That's it. But now you might be thinking, but wait, how do I trust you still? It's just numbers on a screen. Okay, well, if you want even more proof, you scroll down, you can see all the trades that you would have made with these suggestions. You might be thinking, oh, but wait, these are just dates and a ticker and then a return. That's not enough information. Okay, fine, I'll show you more information. If you go to the data page right here, you can see all the historical trades. Date, ticker, probability, the entry, average sell, return, all the thousands of trades that have come up on Stockminds. I don't know what else I could give you other than you actually coming into the Discord or signing up and seeing them for yourself. But that's strategy number 1. It's lower returns than some of the other strategies, but you literally have to enter one trade each day. That's what you get on average. Realistically, that's basically 2 strategies. You could just pick one of those trades, or you could trade both. Regardless, you're going to end up with great returns. You're going to have wins that are 4 times the size of losses. Historically, I can't guarantee anything in the future, but that's just what Stockminds provides. So now, the next strategy that I have for you, actually like the next 6 strategies that I have for you, come from the additional trades that Stockminds provides. So if I just go back to the Platinum page, or this is what would come up on the Premium page as well, you get this information. You get tickers, probability that it will move up, and which is the likelihood that it'll follow this movement, and the likelihood that it'll follow this other movement, because it's one or the other. It's going to move up at the open or it's going to move down at the open, and this is what Stockminds predicts. So you're going to get this information, 2 trades, one that Stockminds is saying is more likely, and another one that if Stockminds is wrong, you could make this trade and then be profitable. But then on top of this, there are additional trades on this page. So if you click this additional trades page, there's a list that comes up every single day of trades that you can make, additional trades that you can make, just the numbers, buy, stop loss, sell, requirements, etc. This rating number is the probability that it will be successful. It will be profitable for you. So if it is above 50, then it's more likely to be profitable for you than not. If it's below 50, it's like 30, one of these ones, the red ones, it is not in your favor. But they still come up because Stockminds identifies it as a trade that, even if it doesn't necessarily follow the exact movement that it predicts, it has a high likelihood of at least going up 10% from the market open. You get this list every single day before the market opens. So the next strategy is you take the highest probability one, the top one of the list, and you trade it. But you only trade it using profit 2. You only have to enter one bracket. I have another video showing how you can automate your trading using bracket orders. But essentially all it is you enter an order to buy, but then while you're entering that order, you attach a sell order for profit and a sell order as a stop loss. So if the stock moves up, it'll sell it for you. If it moves down, it'll sell it for you. With this strategy, you only enter one bracket. You take the profit 2 for the highest rated one that day. So I'll show you using the strategy calculator. There you go. So from May 1st to July 31st, that's what you would get. 172% return. You'd only win about 47% of the time. 18% is your average win, and you'd have 30 trades. And that's what your trades are. So you can see some of them don't have returns, and that's because whatever the highest rated one was that day, it did not hit the required entry. Some of them, which are the ones that are predicted to move down initially at market open, they'll give you a trade requirement. The price needs to come below this value, and then once it comes back up to the entry, that's when you would buy. So the ones that just have a dash, they never provided that entry point, so you wouldn't have traded them. So if you do that, I've gone ahead and just done all the math for you, because you could go and verify yourself, type it in on the strategy calculator, go check all the trades if you really want to, but I'll just put on the screen here the results that you would get if you traded the highest rated one that day. I'll also throw up what results you would get if you traded the top 2. So regardless of which direction it's going to move, whatever the 2 highest probability trades are in this list every morning, this is your average results per month. And that's the next strategy. Other 2 successful strategies that you can use are just strictly trading ones that move a specific direction. So if you want to make things even simpler for yourself, you can just pick ones that are predicted to move up at the open, which would have an NA under the trade requirement, because you would just buy it right at market open, as you can see by the entry price, which is just open. There are members that will just enter bracket orders in the pre-market based on the numbers that are coming up. They'll leave, they won't do anything, they'll come back and see what the result was. And that's like literally the easiest way that you could do it. Enter one bracket, just take profit 2. Only trade the ones that are predicted to move up at the open. If you do this, I will show you the results if you just take the highest probability one that is predicted to move up, and then if you take the two highest probability ones that are predicted to move up. So in this case, this list here, it would be PRCT, that's the highest rated one that is a predicted move up, and then the next one would be HCTI, the highest one that's predicted to move up. So that's the results from these strategies. Next strategy. Listing them off here for you. The next strategy, let's say you want higher returns. You have a little bit more time. You're able to watch what's happening come market open. If you trade the highest probability one that is predicted to move down, or the two highest probability ones that are predicted to move down at the market open, these are the results that you would get. Phenomenal. Great. So all the ones that I have been mentioning so far have just been one bracket. One bracket, one trade per day. That's what all of these strategies have been so far. I don't know how much easier it can get than that. You literally just buy, sell, that's it. If you want to take one step further, you can get even better returns, and that's taking all four profits. So if you take profit 2, you're capped at whatever profit 2 is, even if the stock is predicted to move much further. For instance, today, HCTI was one of the tickers that came up. It had a higher probability of moving down at the open. That one has a higher probability than the move up trade. So now let's look at what happened in that scenario. So here is HCTI today. It came down to 97 cents. Never would have hit the stop loss. You would have hit your entry on that move down trade. Perfect. You enter at $1. Then you set your profit price, though, is at $1.25. So if you take the $1.25 profit, $1 to $1.25, you made 25% profit. You're selling all of your shares right here. But the Stockminds full trade gave $1.76 as the final sell price, which would be a 76% return, and it was way up here. So if you take all four profits and it does move as predicted, you get a larger chunk of the movement. You're taking more profits along the way. It will be a more profitable strategy. And the same goes for the move up trades. And the reason why it provides 4 is because the AI found that if you break up your profit taking, you take profits along the way into 4 groups, you're actually more profitable with all of the possible trades that it gives predictions to than if you're using 5 profits or 3 profits. Regardless, this is how the trades that it gives are for maximizing your returns for all of the predictions and trades that it provides. Last up, the final strategy, because I've just been listing a whole bunch of ways that you can use this information and be profitable with a single bracket order. There were so many strategies that are literally just making 1 trade per day and that's it. But the next strategy is even easier. If you are a Stockminds Platinum member, which is this page right here, you also see this side page, which is different from the premium access. And if you click swing trades, it provides you with trades and predictions for stocks that are likely to continue moving up over the next 2 weeks. It gives a prediction for what the maximum amount that it's predicted to move down to after it comes up on here, before then continuing up. So a rough idea as to what you can put a stop loss at. You can go look through them and do the stats yourself if you really want to, but I've gone ahead and done the calculations for you so that you don't have to go through all the numbers yourself. But if you pick a stock that comes up that day, there are a few that came up today, and you buy it, and then you set a profit for 200% return and a stop loss for 4%, you'll win 25% of the time. So that's if in the 2-week period, it comes up on Stockminds, you buy. You set your stop loss for 4%, profit for 200%, and if 2 weeks pass and neither of them hit, then you just sell it whatever it's at. In that scenario, in this strategy, your average win is 36% return, and your average loss is 4%. So you're literally getting 9 times your losses on each win, which is nuts. And you don't have to do anything. You literally check here, nothing comes up, you don't trade. If something pops up here, you enter that trade with a very small loss and set your profit as something nuts. So I can show you as an example, CING on August 15th, which is right here. It comes up at roughly around 3:30 p.m. The alerts from that day come up. So it went from 480 roughly to $20, over $20. You're welcome. Anyways, yeah, so these are just some more ways that you could trade with Stockminds information. I don't know what people think, but there's a lot of junk out there, and I don't know if this is valuable to you, but Stockminds provides a lot of information. I literally built it from scratch to make trading easier, because why should it be complicated? It doesn't have to be complicated if you don't want it to be. So there you have it. There are 10 strategies that you can use, or more. You can use these to be profitable by making 1-2 trades a day, or maybe even 1 or 2 trades in a month if you're using the swing trades. That's all I have for you. If you made it this far in the video, then thanks for watching.